the layout. It's so easy to use, and you can customize the environment so that it suits you. This means you can focus more on animation and creation rather than how to use the software. In only 3 weeks, I had a piece of animation which was ready for TV. I'd never used the software before, and if I can do it, you can do it. Harmony, I think you're gonna like it.
Well, this will be the last time I'm going to be mentioning Kevin. Hello, Kevin. I don't know if you're watching this video. If you are, great. Not? Okay. So I don't know what happened. Now, it could be Kevin has locked off comments, even though I have been following him. Now, who is Donkey Kong's stepdad there, Kevin Bayliss? He helped create Donkey Kong. Diddy Kong Racing, Killer Instinct, Star Fox Adventures, Perfect Dark Zero, Battletoads characters. Now, he's a concept artist. He helps design the characters, right? I don't think he's still working at Rare. He might be developing for Rare and Platonic, but it's I think he's just kind of like more freelance, I believe. Anyway, if I check my notifications here, I'll go down here. Oh yeah, I mentioned this to Estelle, who is the voice actress for Crystal from Star Fox Adventures. This is the last time Kevin interacted with me. I had pictures of many models and TV/film actors and celebs to look through, so she was based on a mixture of many. And that's like when we were talking about Joanna Dark. I asked her if Joanna Dark was based on an actress. Now, to be fair, on my end, because I don't want to sound like a saint, because, let me see what I have here on my replies. This is the Twitter history, everyone. This is the Twitter timeline. We will go back through that Twitter timeline. I talked to Grant Kirkhope about it. And I'm kind of like, after this, I'm going to be done with it. I'm going to, like Pontius Pilate, I'm going to wash my hands of this because I don't want to be talking about this anymore. There's Chris Seaver. So I did talk about Perfect Dark on the new showcase. Yeah. So, oh yeah, he was. This was the last one that I could interact with. First rotoscoping. He's talking about Prince of Persia here. It's not an 80s classic without the synthesizer. Okay. Is Lanky the only video game hero to walk on his hands? Never got an answer to that. And I think that's about it. Talked to him, talked to Chris Seaver. Chris Seaver, who does the voice of Conker and Gruntilda.
Hello, it's Conker. Gruntilda.
All those characters, right? Chris Seaver helped develop the games, the RAREWARE games. So I mean, you think of the RAREWARE staff, you definitely think of Grant Kirkhope is like the Kobe Bryant, or he's the star player of all the team, right? So Grant Kirkhope creates the music, Kevin Bayliss designs the characters, Greg Males does the finished art. He puts the finished art. So I think Greg Males may still be working at Microsoft. They happily make Kinect games, right? And so between that, and then you have Estelle Harris, who did the voice of Crystal. There's another one, Louise Ridgway, who did the voice of Barry, Conker's Bad Fur Day. So here we're going back to this, okay? So here's his latest reposting. These would look cool. I'll put it into a little comic book. Now, here is... now, it says here, who can reply? Anyone Kevin Bayliss follows or mentioned can reply. So this is where we're at now, okay? You got 2 or 3 people here who can reply. But for some reason, I cannot. So it says, who could reply? Prepare people the author mentioned can reply. Got it. Okay. So I don't know what's going on. Now, my guess is it may have to do with a certain recreation of a popular RAREWARE game that is no longer RAREWARE, but is now under Crystal Dynamics and other companies to make Perfect Dark for the Xbox Series X, right? So the Xbox Series X's latest game, Steam and PC. Now, look, I told you how I felt about Joanna Dark these days. I don't like it. I don't think it's great. To be fair, I didn't think Perfect Dark Zero was like great, but it was okay. It was playable. Perfect Dark for the Game Boy Color was fine, but it needed work. That one needed a lot of work. The original was the best. Honestly, when I go back to Kevin's art, and we will get to Kevin's art in a moment, and how he designed Joanna Dark. When we see Joanna Dark, I try to think of, there's different actors that I think of right now. Uh, there is one that's like a model, but I can't remember her name. But Charlene something, not Charlene Tilton, but somebody else. Uh, there's, you can barely see this stuff in here. Okay, so there is Perfect Dark Zero. I love this art. No textures, just environmental mapping in different colors. Apply to different polys. Okay. Here is another one that I thought was really, this was kind of strange, but there's another Joanna Dark thing here. I like this art. Okay. I like the one that they were going to do. And it was going to be for Perfect Dark Zero, this sort of toon style. This is the one I really like. I love it so much. This is my favorite version of Joanna Dark that we never got to see. We never got to see this. Now, and there's some other versions. This is not good. This was the final version. It's okay. One of my screen grabs for the final in-game Joanna. It was my intention to use this as the box art, but we need a slightly touched up and modified different image, but a similar close-up of her face, and it's fine. I mean, it's good. There's another picture of her. Don't like this one as much, but whatever. It's Joe, you know. Okay, so here's the problem I really have with all this. Now, Kevin Bayliss I think he used to do. Shall we just kind of focus on this image here? Let's focus on this image here while we talk about Kevin. Yes, we're all talking about you, Kevin. When you start locking off comments for Twitter or XCOM, we're going to talk about you. So, Kevin, I don't think he's doing the Twitch show anymore. He used to have a morning Twitch show where he would sing, and he would sing the names of the people who are joining in the chat, and he would take the avatars of people, of his followers or subscribers, probably subscribers, and he would draw them out, and he would make an illustration for them. And he did do some contests where he gave away prints of the prototypes to Dinosaur Planet, Star Fox Adventures. He said one of his last posts, and it's there, that he wanted to reach a number of like 10,000 followers by August so he could give away some art to people, to his followers. And now that he's blocked off comments so anybody he mentions or follows can reply, now it's kind of like, well, sorry, here's my finger. Sorry, see ya. Sorry, can't help you. Sorry. Like, what's going on? I don't know what's happening here. Now, I'm guessing it has to do with the recent Perfect Dark reveal from the Xbox showcase. Now, if that's the case, Kevin, the easiest thing to do would be to be like, so I saw the latest reveal. Or if he designed it, maybe that's why he's locking out. If he didn't design it, but something tells me he did not design it. Because if he had designed the Perfect Dark for Xbox Series X, he would have mentioned something at this point now. Since it's reveals, he would have said something. But if he didn't design it and somebody else did, which I'm guessing somebody else did design Joanna Dark, the easiest thing to say or to tweet or to XCOM post would be to say in a post, so I saw the latest reveal. I don't have an opinion on it right now, but it looks very interesting. Looks beautifully made. I wish Microsoft and Crystal Dynamics the best of luck. We'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. Okay. There you go. I just wrote your message for you there, Kevin. Easiest thing you could have said. It would have been like, oh, I hate this. This sucks. This is shit. Like, that's not professional, right? But then to be like, oh, this is great, and people be like, ugh, right? And I was like in the ugh camp. I'm like, ugh, this looks terrible. I mean, yeah, does it look like a well polished game? Yeah. Could be a well polished game or a well polished turd. We'd have to see. And that game's been in development hell. I know Perfect Dark's been in development hell. So I don't know what's going on with that. The only games I'm looking forward to are the Doom Dark Ages, maybe Indiana Jones, maybe Lego Horizon Adventures. And that's about it. Um, one of the first things fan art I drew was I called it Rareware Slugfest. It was Banjo. It was the kid from Grabbed by the Ghoulies. It was Jet Force Gemini, Juno, right? It was Kameo. It was Conquer, Banjo, Conquer, and everybody is like fight like one of the I think it was Kilgore, and they're all fighting like in like Super Smash Brothers. Okay, they're all fighting together in an arena, and I have it somewhere. I think I still have it somewhere, but it wasn't great, but I was happy to draw it. And I think in a lot of ways, maybe it was more Greg Males, to be fair, than Kevin Bayliss. But I think both those two men inspired me to be a great artist when I was in high school on my senior year. The first game I did get, I think, was Battletoads. No, actually, the first game I got might have been Marble Madness, and then Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I know my cousin got RC Pro-Am way back when. And then there was, aside from that, it would be a little while until I got Donkey Kong Country. And after Donkey Kong Country, I started getting every WarWare game since. I collected every WarWare game for the Super Nintendo and N64. Game Boy Color. Game Boy, not the Game Boy Advance titles so much. I did get Saberwolf and Banjo-Kazooie, the Grunty's Revenge. Didn't get Banjo Pilot. I did get the two DS titles, Diddy Kong Racing DS and Viva Pinata. And I have a lot of the 360 titles. Rest in peace to my Xbox 360. It's a paperweight, Kevin. It's a paperweight. Yeah. So I don't know if that's the reason why you've locked off comments from people. If it's something I said personally, I apologize. If it's something somebody else said, maybe they're apologizing too. And if not, fuck them. Just fuck them. Like, why does it matter? Look, I don't have a lot of faith in Perfect Dark from Crystal Dynamics for the Xbox Series X, but that's okay. I'm 46. I'm a cynical asshole, and that's the way it is. Okay. We're allowed to be a little cynical, but Star Wars Theory, when he was talking about the latest episode of Star Wars Acolyte, that's coming up tomorrow at it's coming out 6:00 Pacific time, and I'm gonna guess 2:00 in the morning UK time. So United Kingdom time, 2 a.m. Okay. He said everybody should be respectful of everyone's opinions. There are people who are not going to like what you like. There are people who are going to like what you don't like. Okay, that's fine. You can like Perfect Dark or not. But we shouldn't weaponize each other's opinions to say you're racist or woke or stupid or you're a shill or you're greedy or lazy. Just, I'm telling you, for me, and I think it's a popular opinion of my opinion of that, Perfect Dark isn't what it used to be. And I do miss your art, and I wish this exact art had been used for the games, and it just wasn't. And that's a shame. And now Daniel Carrington's a villain? What is that about? I don't know. But I hope it wasn't something I said, and if it was, I dearly apologize. I'm still following you on XCOM, which is what I'm calling it. So I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry things aren't working out for you there. I guess you're not going to get those 10,000 followers, the people who want your art, because you're locking people out. I don't know what's going on. I've never seen that before. So, I think a small explanation, even if it's like, look, everyone, it's not you, it's me. I have to lock off comments. I I really thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all the love and gratitude you've shown for my art over the years. But I kind of need to take a hiatus from accepting people's comments. Don't take it the wrong way. It's not you. It's me. I got to work on me. Something. You could have said anything, Kevin, and I probably wouldn't have done this video. But it's just the fuck you, suddenly the fuck you attitude that you took on that kind of triggered me to do this. So that's it. That's all. No more. I've got my own life to worry about. I got to move out of one place to another. I miss Rareware, but at least there's going to be a ukulele remaster. That's got to be something, right? Right? You know? I still haven't bought the Impossible Lair. I would like to try that one out. Yeah, Rareware isn't what it used to be. I don't think Phil Spencer gives a damn, but that's just my opinion. And I'll respect everyone else's opinion if it's different. But, you know, it's just, we have to be better people. And you have to, I mean, you're older than me, Kevin. You're like in your 50s, and you have to be a better man than me, okay? Show me you're the mature man. So you could offer an explanation, but like I said, there's different ways you could have handled this. And I think locking off the people was not the solution. It just wasn't. All right. So until next time, everyone, I like it when you visit my channel, and I love it when you return. Let's hope that Kevin, the fans, me and my fans, we're all in a better spot. Come release date of the Perfect Dark, whatever chapter this is, or if it's a fucking, it's probably a reboot.